Hi guys, welcome to another video. We are doing a sit down today to talk about what we think about having our 8th baby. We have a celebrity here to join us. My name is Rachel. This is celebrity Devon Cook.
Not a celebrity. Not at all.
You're my celebrity.
That's fair enough.
So we just looked for some questions that some people would have for a large family or a family that is going to have their 8th child. So we'll just get into these questions. Okay, so one of the first ones we had was, what's one parenting tip you learned along the way that you wish you knew earlier?
I would probably say one of the tips is definitely is when you have one thing, you can't just be for yourself. You gotta have enough for everybody, because everybody wants a piece of what you have. Definitely when it comes to food.
Yeah, I agree. Food is not your own.
Yeah.
What I think is, what's one parenting tip you learned along the way there? For me, I would say that not everything's a big deal. I feel like I'm so much better at that now at 7 kids. One of the things they say is like, don't cry over spilled milk or spoiled milk or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like with Hazel, who's the youngest now, she's 3. I feel like she spills stuff. Even our 5-year-old, he spills stuff, and I don't know, it's just like, it's just part of parenting, and I don't have to freak out over every little thing. I guess choose your battles is good as a parenting tip that I've learned that I wish I knew when I just had 1 or 2. Okay, so have your older children been more involved in helping prepare for this baby? How? Okay, that's a weird question. I don't know how they would be involved in helping prepare. They're not about to be parents. We're the parents.
Exactly.
So they're excited. They're helping with the level of excitement in the house. But
It's part of prepare? No, they don't have to do anything or do much to prepare.
yeah, they're kids. They're going to play. They're learning to play new games to teach the new baby.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Okay, so how do you juggle the needs of such a large family?
Well, try to find out, which kid has try to find a common interest. I think that will help a little bit. Or try to get them all involved in the same thing. It makes things easier where you don't have to juggle too much also as well. But obviously not everybody's going to have the same interests as far as like activity-wise, but I'm just going to learn how to manage the time well, and try not to focus too much time on just one kid.
Yeah, I agree with you. Time management for sure. It's funny, time management, I think of it in one way, but what I've learned after our family is so large is that for me, I'm homeschooling 5 of the kids right now, that homeschool time is quality time and helps with the needs of my family. I get to know them while I'm sitting next to them. Sometimes they go off topic and we start talking about something that's specific to them, and I know if I take those times, it's like quality time with them. And so that helps me know what the needs are for each kid, and then there's not a lot of juggling. I don't know, I think juggling is a false term. Juggling it's hard. It's like you have to be in the moment and fill the needs of that moment versus juggling the needs. I don't know what we're juggling. Yeah. I used to be a juggler. Well, I thought I was. But I think now it's like living in the moment, handle the needs of that moment, handle that child, speak to that child's heart. And sometimes I don't do that well because I listen to a lot of podcasts. So earlier on I'd get annoyed whenever they would interrupt my podcast, but now that I've had so many, and I feel like the Lord has grown what the idea of a parent is, and how he approaches me. I'm seeing how the Lord approaches me when I'm just like, daddy, 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 you know, I need this, or, you know, praying for this. He's shown me that, hey, the way you come to me, and I will drop anything for you. And that's the way I approach the kids now. And I might not get everything done in the day, but I've done what I needed to do. Anything else for you on that one? No. What's your favorite thing about having a big family?
I would say one of the. I'll probably have two things. One would be just the amount of help that you get just within the household. The many different hands that can help you out with getting a project done or a task done. And then another thing would be is just when it comes to playing games, you can have enough people to make teams.
Not
cool
teams.
Is that? Teams.
Not
you know?
teams.
So playing family charades is always fun. It's like,
Yeah.
because you can have a good amount of people on each side, or funny responses that you'll hear. Definitely when it's just when you're playing those type of games, I think that's just amazing and fun.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's my favorite thing about having a family is there's always someone to talk to. I think with a big family also, like, the kids play with each other. So I know, like, some families that have one child or two children, or when we only had one or two children, we really needed to be involved in entertaining them. But they are so creative, way more creative than I would be with them. They're super creative with each other. They're always making up a game. They have languages. They have, like, it's fun watching them be children and reminding me that, like, you know how the Bible says, like, approach the Father as a child. Like, that is, they show me a good example of how to approach my Heavenly Father, because I'm just like, they are crazy and the Lord made them that way, or they're funny and the Lord made them that way. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things about having a big family. All right, so next question. Is there anything you're doing differently with this baby compared to the others? Do you have any thoughts about what we're doing differently with this baby compared to what we do with other babies? Do you do a lot with the babies?
I don't have to do anything for the most part.
Well, you do.
Only if you're not around. That's the only time I can step in and maybe change a diaper.
Well, you do change diapers. You change a lot of diapers, actually. Yeah. Actually, I feel like Hazel comes to you specifically. Daddy, I need you to change my diaper. Well, she should probably say just, Daddy, I need to go to the bathroom. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. But I don't really think I have anything planned differently to do with this baby. I'm nursing the baby. Co-sleeping. I'm doing the same things. Nursing the baby, co-sleeping. I like to wear my babies. So I'll probably be wearing my babies a lot more. Even though, like, I have recently witnessed some people who don't wear their babies. They're able to put their babies down and not have their baby scream their head off. And I do kind of, I don't think any of my babies have done that, where I can put them in a car seat or on a play mat. I don't think ever. So maybe I'll wear the baby less, but I don't think so, because they smell so good and they're so little and cute. And I'll probably just end up wearing them anyway.
Go with that.
Okay, so next one. Do you think this baby will be more like their older siblings, or do you expect a whole new personality?
Whole new personality.
New?
I mean, some of the kids may rub up, as far as like rub off as with certain personality traits, but for the most part, I would say all of them have their own.
Yeah, I would say one of them is more something than the others. So they're all very much alike, but like in a certain area. It's like, oh, they're extra in that area. So yeah, I think it would be more of the same and something new. So both and, I guess.
Time will tell, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Have you chosen a name yet, or is it still a work in progress?
Work in progress.
Yeah.
We don't choose names. Well, lately we haven't been choosing a name until after the baby's born anyways.
Yeah.
Like we'll have a list in our head.
I have a list. Well, do you have, I don't ever know if you have a list. I have a list. I always have a list. But do you have a list?
I have a list like the week before.
Oh, the week before. Well, that gives you 2 weeks or so, because I don't know, what am I, 37 weeks or 36 weeks, something like that. I'll have to look at my phone, find that in a second. Oh, it's right here. But to give you some background, our kids' names right now are Jordeyn, Brooklyn, who's a boy, Winter, River, Milo, Ryder, Hazel. Did I forget anybody? Got everybody? That's 7 names. So that's our children's names right now. And so we have 4 boys and 3 girls. And I have tons of names in my phone. That go all the way back to, I think, Brooklyn, 2010. Yeah, that's when I started collecting them. So yeah, let me see how far along I am. So today's Thursday, so I am 36 weeks and 1 day. So that is where we are now. So I'm about 4 weeks, 3 weeks and 6 days to my due date. So yeah, I'll pull up my list, I guess, when we get to the hospital, whenever that'll be. I normally go to term or pretty close to term. I don't think I've ever had a kid a week early or a week late.
No.
I think we're 2 days early or 2 days late at this point.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so do you still get baby fever, or does it just feel like routine now? It's just a question.
Feels like a routine, honestly. I don't, because it's like, after having so many kids, it's like you hear the same questions over and over again. So it's like a routine responses. Like automatic response is going to come out. Oh, when's the next one? Oh, let's see. Everybody's mostly 2 years apart, so another 2 years, you'll see another baby.
Well, we actually have a large gap between Hazel and this one. This one's 3 years and a month almost. 3 years and 1 month. That's because we had a miscarriage in March of 2024. So I don't remember what the due date for that baby would have been. It was 3 months then, but I think it might have been November. Can't remember. But yeah, so this is the largest gap between our kids. So yeah. Do I still get baby fever? I don't think I've ever had baby fever, to be honest. Like, I'm not like, oh, I just want a baby right now. I am a woman who gets pregnant, so like I don't know how to answer that question. Like, do I get baby fever? I enjoy other people's babies, but I don't know if I get baby fever in that sense. Like, we need to go home and try for a baby right now. I don't feel like that's.
I think that came out your mouth, or you never.
Maybe early on, maybe like winter. I feel like Brooklyn winter. Maybe like up to the first 3, and then after that, it's just like more like routine, I guess. Yeah. But I don't think there's anything wrong with routine. It's just I'm not having the goal of let's get pregnant.
Yeah, it's more like it happens, and we know what causes it. We know how to make it. Yeah, so.
Okay, so have you thought about getting a bigger vehicle, or are you still set for this new edition? Are you all set for this new edition?
He had a big vehicle.
Yeah, we had a 12-passenger.
Yeah.
Ford Transit, mid-roof, beautiful. You could walk. Well, it wasn't beautiful. It was ugly, but it was comfortable.
Beautiful to us.
It was beautiful to us. We could walk into the back, handle kids, And that one died and went to be with Jesus, as G. Merle says on her podcast, or on her vlogs. It went to be with Jesus. So, now we have 2 cars that we get around in. A 7-passenger Traverse and a 5-passenger Nissan. So, yes, we have space for a baby, but we all can't fit into one car. That's fine though, it's better than walking.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. So, yeah. Bigger vehicle is definitely on the list of things to do, but not today.
Yeah. Just gotta budget for it, that's all.
Yeah.
Find some great deals.
Yeah. Okay, so this question is funny. Are you finally using hand-me-downs, or do you still splurge on new baby gear? Well, we've been using hand-me-downs since kid 2.
Yeah.
So, but do I splurge on new baby gear?
I mean, you always like to get at least one new outfit.
I know,
sometimes.
I did do that. Yeah, you're right, yeah, but I don't think I'll do it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have a new boy outfit and a new girl outfit. Maybe I will now that we're talking about it, because I forgot. That I did that. And then when I get to, because we don't know what we're having. We don't know if it's a boy or girl. It's a surprise. This is the 5th time that we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did it 5 times. That's crazy. That just sounds like so much anxiety to me. This is the 5th time we have not found out what we're having. And so, yeah, maybe I will go get a boy outfit and a girl outfit. But I definitely don't splurge on baby gear. I do the same thing a lot. So unless someone says, hey, have you tried this? Or, those pesky Instagram ads come up and I'm like, ooh, I should try this. But that still really hasn't happened. I think the newest thing that I have gotten that was like, it was given to me for a baby shower, was a DockATot, which now they have way, way, way cheaper versions of a DockATot on Amazon. Just put in like baby pillow and you found one for like $50 versus like the $400 DockATot or $200 DockATot. And I think it might be between $200 and $400. I think, I can't remember. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything super amazing, because I'm not a stroller user. I already have the carrier that I like. I'm using for a few kids. Haven't really tried any other ones. Splurge. They're babies. They don't even know. It would have to be something for me to make it easier, I guess. But I still don't. Anyways, if you know if there's something I should splurge on, just leave it in the comments below. Leave the Amazon link in the comments below. Okay, so what's the biggest lesson you've learned from parenting 7 kids? The biggest lesson.
The biggest lesson I learned is just trying to understand each kid's feeling and understand how to handle them in different ways, and not try to teach them all or try to handle all of them in the same from the same perspective, or aspect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just because you can't teach, you can't treat everyone the same, because they all are their own individuals. And so, probably the key thing really for me that I've learned is treat everybody as their own individual, because that's what they are.
Yeah. What's the biggest lesson you learned from parenting 7 kids? It does not go the way that you think it's going to go. I had thoughts in my mind of what a large family would be. I didn't always think I would have a large family. I didn't actually want any kids growing up. I remember when I was 15 saying, ugh, I will never deliver a child. Ugh. And now we're on lots more children later. But that's because I met somebody who I wanted to have children with. There wasn't enough people in the world before I met him. And then after I met him, we needed to repopulate the earth because the earth's population was suffering. But yeah, definitely that it doesn't go the way that you expect it to be. At the beginning of the story versus where I am today, which is still not the end of the story. Because my youngest is 3, I'm getting ready to have a newborn. I would not think 18 years of parenting, this is where I would be. I did not see this exact spot where we are right now. And there's good and bad in that, but I feel like God uses whatever's bad for his good and helps me to be a stronger person, have a stronger walk, and make me closer to him, and bring us closer together, and make us closer with our kids too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not what I thought it was going to be, what movies made it, or what anybody else said it was going to be. It's just something different. It's my own story. It's our personal story.
Yes.
So, how do you ensure each child feels individually loved and supported? I feel like we answered that already. Taking time, taking moments with that child.
Just understand each child individually to kind of understand how to handle them.
Yeah. And then what are you most excited about with this new addition to the family?
May sound weird to say, but
Oh gosh.
I would say the most exciting part about having this baby be added to our family is that I'm closer to my grandmother's record of how many kids.
Are we going?
She made a bet with me that I cannot surpass her. And,
How many kids did your grandma? We're talking about Bessie?
I think both. We
Oh,
can go over
did
both
they have
'cause
the same?
Same
They had the same amount? Okay. So Moore and Bessie had the same amount?
Well, almost the same amount.
Oh, okay.
It's close enough.
Okay, so what record are we going for?
I gotta pass my...
What number are we?
As long as we get past 10, we're good.
We're on 8, and I'm getting old.
I mean, not old enough. So
Not old enough.
not old enough.
I don't
So.
know. I don't know what you're talking about. We're not going. There's no record. There's no record. There's no number. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why he made this bet, but he may lose. Yeah. All right. So what's the most exciting thing about? Oh, I want Hazel, hands down. I want to see how Hazel behaves. She rubs my stomach. She kisses me. She's like, "Oh, baby, this and baby that and baby this." I feel like she's in the shock for her life because she still is like, even just today, and she's already 3 years old. She looked at me and she said, "Pick me up," and I was like, you know what? I'm already carrying a child. No, I'm not picking you up right now. So she's still like in a stage where she's demanding things from us. And so I feel like she's going to be like, so it'll be our chance to teach her to be sweet. Yeah, you have to be gentle. Like you can't. So we'll see how that goes. And I think we've done pretty good, but I feel like this Hazel and new baby, I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it.
Tough. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. She's different. She's different. She's the same, but also different. Yeah, she's a demanding little thing. But it's still funny. Okay, so yeah, that was the last question. But I don't know if we'll do this. I don't think we'll do it again. I'm almost to 3 weeks and 6 days, so that's pretty much what we think of our thoughts of these specific questions of what it's like to have an 8th baby in our family. What number child are you in your family? Out of how many?
It's very nice to say count it. I'm number 4.
Number 4?
4 out of 7.
4 out of 7, okay. And were they all in the same house? Did y'all grow up in the same house?
All of us except for 1.
Okay. And then I'm 1 out of 3. I'm the oldest out of 3. And we all lived in the same house growing up. Well, kind of. Because there's a 13-year gap between me and my sister. And so when I moved out, I think she was 5. So it's kind of like
They were not there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I guess we grew up in the same house, and then I left when she was 5. So there's that. But yeah, that's what our thoughts are on having a safe baby. I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous about delivering here in Alabama. I delivered Hazel here in Alabama, but all my other children, so 6 children delivered in New York. Get ready to have my 2nd child in Alabama. And it's a new hospital, so it's not the same hospital I delivered last time in Alabama. But I am ready to deliver. That's hands down facts. I'm ready to deliver. Yeah. So thanks for taking time to listen to us talk about what it's like to have an 8th baby. We're gonna have to come back after we have the 8th baby and watch this and see if we're right about some things. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see this baby. Every baby is a blessing, so I'm excited to see this baby. Anything more for you?
I'm just hoping that my prediction on how our babies come out, and I hope I'm still on record right now. I'm 5 for 5 as far as like knowing what the baby is, and really it's just been with every pregnancy. It's just been back and forth between boy and girl, and so.
Except for the 2 boys in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm still guessing that this is going to be a boy. So
I have no idea. I don't have a guess. I don't have a feeling. I don't have a thought. I am pregnant, and I want to be unpregnant when I deliver. So I think our boys vote boys, and I think Winter's saying boy, but the other 2 girls are saying girl. No idea. Put your vote down below.
Time to tell.
It'll be a human.
Yes.
It'll be a human, so there's that. It's a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance for a girl. Alright, thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in another video soon.